Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another episode of Bubba's Garage. Guys, today we are installing the Rugged Ridge 3-inch tubular bumpers
on my Jeep.
On her Jeep. Honestly, guys, just moments ago, we did the removal of the factory JK bumper from the Black Bear edition. I'm not going to go into details about that. Definitely check our previous episode. I'll leave a link there in the eye in the sky where you can take a look at that. But today we're going to install the tube bumpers on Bobbie's Jeep. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the tube bumpers, so this is really all her thing. Completely her thing. And I go with the I like a good off-road bumper.
The beefier looking.
The beefy off-road.
Yeah.
But if you're going for something a little bit old school, nostalgic, this is probably going to be the bumper for you. If you want to know how to install that, well, definitely stick around because that is what we're going to do.
Let's
get started.
Let's go.
Let's go. Alright guys, before we get this thing installed, let's just talk about it a little bit. Again, this is the Rugged Ridge 3-inch tubular bumper for the Jeep Wrangler JK. Honestly, it's very light. It's not heavy at all. So if you're looking for a heavy-duty off-road bumper, this is probably not the best choice for you at all.
Not an off-roader.
No, I mean, it's good for that rugged look and more nostalgic, kind of looks and things like that. But it has no tow hooks on it whatsoever. So you're not getting that. Now, what it does do is it allows you to maintain your factory fog lights, which is a huge benefit.
That's huge. Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a huge benefit.
We actually got the textured because it does come in textured and stainless steel. Yeah. And this texturing actually looks like it's a pretty good quality. It
is, and honestly, I like the texture much better than the stainless steel. And just, it's going to be more fitting with the Black Bear edition.
Right.
Now, with that said, let's talk about license plates. So, license plates bracket, if you want to put something like that. It looks like it will fit in between the fog lamps just fine. Now, honestly, we have the 3-inch bracket that goes around the bars, and we're going to test that out here. But honestly, I think later on we might change that up a little bit right here on Bubba's Garage.
We might.
But first up, before we even get to any of that, we got to install it and find out if it's gonna give you the look that you're looking for, really.
Absolutely.
So. And
it does come with all the brackets to install it and all the hardware you need and some fairly decent instructions. Yeah.
So far, I'm impressed. Value for the money there. I mean, the quality's not too bad. Let's put it on the Jeep and let's find out how it looks. Let's do it. First step is getting our fog lights installed. Now, the really nice thing about the kit is it literally comes with everything that you need. We have all of our self-tapping screws to put our factory fog lights in. Before we go too far, what we're actually going to do is we're going to put the washer and a lock nut on the top bolt on the both outer side. You don't want to do the bottom yet because we're going to have to install a bracket. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's just get this thing secure so it doesn't fall. All right, guys, we got everything secure. We cleaned up our wiring. Now, the last two bolts on the bottom outside, we're hanging tight on those for just a minute. We're gonna go ahead and put the cover plate on. We're gonna test fit these little brackets that we have here. Make sure everything lines up before we secure those last two bolts.
Right.
You can do it. Alright guys, to put the cover plate on, you will have to reuse 2 of your push-in, pop-in, screw-in thingies from your factory cover plate. And if you'll notice, these screws a lot of times are hard to get out. They actually recommend that you drill them out in some cases. We don't ever do that here on Bubba's Garage. We actually pull them out. We kind of forcefully pull them out. They end up like this. But if you just take some time, and once you get them out and slowly, with no pressure on the backside, and twist it a little bit or put some pressure from the backside, you'll actually be able to get these screws out, and then you can reuse them on your new cover plate. All right, guys, that wraps up the install of the 3-inch double tube bumpers by Rugged Ridge. Guys, honestly, the installation is really easy. It went like that. I mean, you know, there's a couple of things you have to pay attention to, and that's really those last 2 brackets that we put on the bottom. You got to pay attention to those a little bit.
Right.
I mean, you gotta...
That cover plate kind of makes it look like it's not going to fit, but it actually does.
It does. You just got to take your time. That's probably the hardest part. Now, I will tell you that a license plate, again, will fit in between your 2 fog lights. But if you notice, we installed the 3-inch tube bracket. Honestly, that's probably not going to stay. We're going to end up tapping a couple of holes into the bumper in the center there really, really soon.
Just mounting it straight to the bumper.
Yeah, right in the center. I think it'll look better.
I do
honestly
too.
think it'll look better. Now, is this bumper's not for me. I mean, honestly, it's got to be your style. You know, if you're looking for that nostalgic look, it's got to be your thing. This is something Bobbie wanted to go with.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it at all.
Well,
I had nothing to do with that.
I really like it. I like the way it makes it look. I like how it flows with the rest of the Jeep. I'm still kind of iffy on how much I like the grill with the bumper, but I'm going to roll with it.
Never know. I'll be changing the grill out again here really soon. I'm not really sure. Definitely stick around for that. But upcoming right here on Bubba's Garage, we are going to be installing a matching rear bumper in the back. Give us about a week or 2. We'll be getting to that really, really soon.
Hopefully the weather will cooperate within a week or 2.
Yeah, it's got some really cold weather coming here in Texas. And you know us Southern boys, we're 60 below, and it's anything below 60 degrees is just not going to cut it. So we'll get to that here really, really soon. We'll see what happens. Guys, if you end up installing this bumper on your rig, definitely let us know what you think about it. We'll give you an updated review on this in about 6 months, maybe a year if she keeps it that long. On the paint and the texture finish and how that turns out.
Oh, absolutely.
One last thing I want to mention is if you're looking to install a light bar, between the 2 tabs across the top, you got about a 16-inch window where you can install a light bar or some KC spots or some aux beam or something like that. It'll work out.
That's true.
But
we did look at that.
Just a big heads up on that. We were thinking about moving the top one down there, but the top one is a 21 and that really needs a 16. So guys, we're going to wrap up this video. If you like this video, do me a favor, give us a huge thumbs up. And if you really like this video and you stick around to find out what happens next right here on Bubba's Garage, please subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.